Hello gamers and welcome to a new Arcane. It's a game that launches on 26th of November into early access. It's an RPG with turn-based combat by Dreammate and Fulcrum Publishing. And yeah, it will be released on Steam and Epic Games Store and GOG, Good Old Games, in early access. And it's a steampunk mix with magic. So that's pretty cool. As you can see, it's used the Unreal Engine. And here you see Dreammate, that's the developer. And yeah, you can play as a human or as an elf. And I want to show you the beginnings of the game. It's my first impressions now as well. You have steampunk weapons like rifles and stuff, and or magic. And I want to do one video playing as a human, that's this video, and the other one playing with an elven character and more like with a magic approach, because I think that fits to the elves. Yeah, I'm recording this a bit pre-release, but it'll go live once the embargo drops. So obviously things are subject to change and it's early access. Also, you get while you only create one character, you recruit group members as well, and it's also yeah, worth mentioning that the game launches into early access and it's not yet feature complete. It's about, I think, I forgot now, but I think it's like 2/3 of the game. 1 second, let me check. Yeah, you can play good or evil, kind of. And yeah, so there will be new mechanics added, new features, new classes, new areas, new quests during early access, and the release is planned for end of 2025. You can join the Steam News Hub and check for infos there or take a look at it. And there's also a Discord server. And after the early access, there will be release on Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5 as well. And yeah, the early access version currently contains about 1/4 of the main story and about 1/3 of the game content, and you get 2 out of the 6 companions you will get in the final game. So as you can see here, it already looks very steampunky, which I appreciate very much. There's a game quite old, I think it's maybe even from the 90s or maybe early 2000s, and that's called Arcane. And that's also like a mix of kind of steampunk and magic, and that was a really good game. Volume a little bit. Okay. As you can see, you can, look at your character. You can change your name randomly, which I think is pretty cool. We're going for, let's go for William Hardrock. You can choose your gender. You can be male or female. Let's actually go for a male human, and then later on a female elf. As you can see here, elf, they are taller. And down here you can see the basic stats. We will go through them in a second. And the starting stats are different, but you can change a lot. You get, I think, 20-ish or so points that you can initially distribute on your basic stats. So it doesn't make too much of a difference, but I think how people react and so that might differ. Go male, let's go William Hardrock. Hardrock. And you can choose a voice. Oh, let's go for this one. And yeah, then let's click next. That's the appearance. Yeah, so in the character editor, you have the choice between 4 shapes of the face, which I think is really cool, because I don't need like 100,000 options and then the character looks bad afterwards anyway. So I think it's better to get some decent options, and and then choose whatever you want. I think I will go for this one. Face hair, I want the moustache for sure. Just moustache. Hairstyle is going to be black. Face hair, we could go, you know, for something like reddish or whatever else, brown and so on. We will go for black as well. We could go for blue. Lots of options. And we could go for the Tingle Tangle Bob style, or the British professional football player. Yeah. Close to black. Much. I'm coming into the window. Super cold, but you can see the screen. Okay. So what are we gonna? That's pretty neat. This is more like a combat approach. I like that as well. But I think this looks very sophisticated. Let's go for this one. It's only for like a good hour, or like 1 hour. Here we can choose the class. So we can play currently as a voodoo shaman or as a diesel engineer. And I want to play that in the second video with an elf, and so we play the diesel engineer. Experts in firearms and skilled creators of cutting-edge diesel gadgets. You never know when a jetpack might come in handy to bail out of a tight spot. So available traits: monster hunter, thief, mediator, scholar, guild spy, engineering heir, steam guild engineer. That's what we currently get. Oh, here it's only 12 points here. I think the elves, or is it 12 for the elves as well? That's what I checked it. Or other than that, I played like 5 minutes or so in order to see if everything runs smoothly, and it does. Even on my old machine. Okay, after a monster destroyed your home, you swore revenge and learned the art of monster hunting. Your knowledge of their weaknesses allows you to deal extra damage in combat, strength +1 and constitution +1. Social skills are reduced by 5. Thief mediator. Years as a thief taught you survival, but your observations of people's behaviors and weaknesses also made you strong in rhetoric. Sleight in hand and wisdom. So sleight in hand, I really like this art style. It reminds me a bit of Fallout, you know, with the Fallout boy, but in a different style. Sleight of hand allows one to surreptitiously shift and conceal objects to one's advantage. Pick locks and perform card tricks. Manual dexterity is key to this skill. That's actually not too bad. Because dexterity is important for diesel technologists, whatever that is, we will find out. And because you can also be a hellfire mage, or you could use steam technology, and so on and so forth. So that would be +20 and +1 for wisdom. Wisdom impacts your initiative, how quickly you react when combat begins. It also influences the practice of celestial magic. Different types of magic in the game. Education is an ancient monastery exposed you to a wealth of forgotten knowledge. Though much of it is useless in the modern age, your scholarly training has improved you as a person overall. Apologies. Knowledge +20, intellect +1, but constitution is reduced. I think that's more like for the elf character. Knowledge reflects one's ability to learn and analyze information, especially the various scientific disciplines, and is directly related to one's intellect. Not too bad actually. Guild spy, it also changes here. And they are the derived stats. Okay, that's pretty cool. Look at this. We increase this and get more health. We increase dexterity and we get more dodge. We increase constitution and we get more armor. Not more health. That's interesting. Guild spy. As the former spy of a merchant guild, you mastered disguise, investigation and negotiation. Observation, sleight of hand and deception are increased. That's actually pretty good. Deception is when the narrative you're presenting differs from the objective truth. Outwitting one's opponent is the key to deceit, underscoring the importance of intellect. And we get deception. That was deception. We get sleight of hand. We did have. And then observation. Observation involves analysis of one's environment, attention to details, and deduction. Good eyesight and accurate perception are strong foundations for this skill. That's actually quite important, I think. Engineering air. Your family has been developing new technologies for generations. You're a natural inventor and innovator, and your work is always top-notch. You create superior devices, diesel technology plus 20, intellect plus 1, and constitution minus 1. So diesel technology grants extraordinary power. To use it to your advantage, don't forget to nurture your dexterity, which might save your life in case of a malfunction. Okay, that's interesting. I think we will do that. Steam Guild Engineer. Under the tutelage of the guild, you become a master of steam engines, able to modify or repair any steam device with little difficulty. We get steam technology plus 20, constitution and plus 1, and dexterity minus 1. Okay. So even if we go like more steampunk, we have to choose between sure diesel tech and steam. So where's steam technology? It's not here. I think it might be missing. I think that might be a bug or something. Not quite sure. Steam technology seems not to be included here, so we won't take it. And we've got Monster Hunter again. Let's go for the engineering air with the diesel technology. For that we do need dexterity. Let's max this out. Eight is maximum. We go to 9. Okay, so the starting stats actually make a difference because you can go higher if you start higher. So this increases our dodge as well. So dodge is pretty cool. Constitution is armor, so we don't really need that too much if we go for dodging. Strength, influence, maximum health, and your proficiency with melee or heavy weapons. Let's give us some health. Constitution we won't put any more points. Perception determines your accuracy in combat and is critical for wielders of diesel weapons and voodoo magic, so let's give us some points here. Intellect, important for Tesla technologists, yet again something else, and voodoo weapons. We have some intellect. Wisdom impacts your initiative and how quickly you react when combat begins. It also influences the practice of celestial magic. Let's not put points into that. Let's put points into perception, and yeah, it also increases accuracy. That reduction or augmentation, if negative, applied to the dodge of targeted enemies. Movement points. What are movement points changed by? Let's give ourselves better perception. Then sleight of hand is actually quite good already. Observation, I like that. Let's give it endurance. Ability to take a punch, run long distances. You don't have a high constitution. Intimidation, deception, mockery. It's a universally recognized technique of manipulating others by calling out their weaknesses or flaws, or through similar forms of humiliation. Mastering this skill requires practice and relies on high dexterity. This is intellect and this is strength. So let's actually focus on this. Charm, we need constitution, we don't have it. Wisdom ain't great either. Insight is based on perception. The subconscious ability to sense when you're being deceived or when you're dealing with an ulterior motive. This ability is directly related to one's perception. Athletics is strength, is dexterity, knowledge, intellect, survival, wisdom. Let's give ourselves some sleight of hand. We might steal something if we need to. and pick locks, which I think is cool. And then let's get some more insight as well. Okay, here we go. Classic mode. If I press cancel, do I go back? Yes, because I want to take a screenshot. We're going to play classic. You could do adventure mode, a lighter mode with enhanced support to ease combat. Ideal for those wanting to focus on story and world exploration, but I want classic mode. Long ago, in the days when the world teetered on the brink of chaos, with a single wave of their hand, new reality could unfold, filled with fire-breathing dragons. Under their reign, the world changed with every heartbeat, brimming with wonders and mysteries. That was a bit too fast. In those times when sorcerers controlled the fates of the world, people were mere shadows in a grand... While the sorcerers were blinded by their own grandeur, he quietly sipped... Oh man. This brave soul gifted freedom to mankind. The sorcerers fell, and their ancient magic dissolved. And so a new era dawned, the age of mankind's dominion. Magic faded into the past. The golden age of technology began. Engineers and inventors became the new wizards, transforming the world. Humanity reached heights never before imagined. True bright future. But as often happens, not everyone embraced this new world of technology. In remote, forgotten corners of the world, they began to erect idols once more, using them to... And what happened next? We can only submit to the new laws. There was no barrier in the golden age of magic, and everything was possible, yet the uncontrolled miracles of the truth thus nearly destroyed reality.
Here you have written, and the diesel grenadiers overran the last stronghold of the Hellfire Order, defeating Elders and the Storm, and ending the Third Nanotech War.
Okay, Nanotech War, okay. Hellfire Mages. Movement. Left mouse button to move your character. Okay. Can zoom around. We probably can press Alt. Yes, we can. There's some loot here.
There's a strong flow of steam blocking the way. Maybe this inconspicuous red valve can fix the issue.
There's the narrator. When your character is close to a hidden object and you pass the check, you will discover something new. Yeah, that's what I did. I actually activated that. Henry, please hurry. We need to go. The world is crumbling. Family ring. Big rock. Let's take all. Select highlighted objects with the left mouse button to interact. Use Alt to highlight all interactable objects. That's good. Wire. Perfect for fashioning jewelry and also electronic circuits and reinforcing structures. Let's talk to her. We're going to wake up soon, right, John? Any moment now. I can feel it. I don't think he's gonna wake up, unfortunately. A man is rummaging through a pile of debris. He's plainly distressed, and his frenzied digging has left his hands bloody. Says the narrator. That's really cool that he has his own image, kind of in the fate. It must be there, here. Oh, please, it has to be. Can I help you? Help! Me! Oh. Not even the weavers can help us now. In fact, it seems they want us all dead. Did you see what happened? I should be the one asking you. I saw your mark at the heart of all this commotion. All I know, you're responsible for the disaster. But it doesn't matter. The world is collapsing in on itself. The end of times is upon us. Did you see how they transformed into those creatures, monsters? I understand now. We deserve this. We should have burned every single factory to ashes. We should have knocked every automaton into a pile of parts along with their creators. What are you looking for? My ring. After what happened to my wife, it's all I have left of her. Poor dude. Oh, please, it must be here somewhere. Please, please. He redoubles his efforts. You see one of his fingernails snap off before you look away. He didn't even flinch. Yeah, we do have a ring. The eyes of the man go wide. He snatches the ring out of your hands and presses it to his chest. We thank you. The man starts rocking back and forth and stares into the distance with glassy eyes. He slowly caresses the hand holding the ring with the other one, leaving a faint trail of blood on it. There's no point in talking to him anymore. Poor dude. I think he's done for. What do we have here? You're lucky. You were not crushed by the wreckage of exploding airships. The poor fellow beside you was not that fortunate, squashed by a steering hydraulic relay. You need to move before anything else falls on you from the crumbling sky. Step by step, you have to stop this madness. You still can do it. Let's try to free the guy. The relay is massive, immovable. The poor soldier had no chance. Can we drop that?
One might be deceived by the apparent weightlessness of this platform, which suggests mobility. But closer scrutiny reveals that it is in fact a section of an airship's deck, fashioned from fortified steel, a load that even the giants could not budge.
At least he's got some underpants. It's really weird why we look like this and they have normal clothes. I guess we will find out. Oh, observation, success, good. What did we observe? Probably this. And we are in the objective area. We can talk to her. Let's examine the valve. That actually gives you a Steam achievement, by the way. It's cool that you see where you're going. That's in a nice manner. Uh-oh. Use the middle mouse button or Q and rotate.
Those who remained had no choice but to surrender. That is how technology came to dominate the company.
A badly wounded man is crying out in pain. A huge metal rod protrudes from his leg. The pool of blood he lies in is only getting larger. It may already be too late to help him. Every second counts. Am I hallucinating? It seemed as though the world itself was coming apart. Then that damned dragon appeared out of nowhere. Are you real? A living person in all this chaos? Please help me. That thing in my leg is killing me. Well, I'll try to help. Who did this to you? Who fucking cares? I'm bleeding out and I can't move my cursed leg. Please help me. What has happened here? I have no clue. There was a bright flash, then something hit me hard. When I came to my senses, this damned metal was already stuck in my leg. I don't have time for this. Uh-oh. If I happen upon someone, I'll send someone to help you. I beg you, don't forget about me. That damn thing hurts like you wouldn't believe. Oh, and there's a poor woman. Oh, please, Weaver, save us. We were wrong. We are so wrong. I swear we will do better. Oh my goodness. Precious little strength remains in the dwarf's trembling arms. Oh, there are dwarfs as well. Cool. He could drop at any moment. His surprised look is quickly replaced by a silent plea for aid. Oh, it's an athletics check. We have 25 athletics and the person's anxious. Is that a... Oh, it's a 100 die. We don't really have a chance. William rocks hard, but he's not really athletic. But we did roll a 15. That's good. I wonder if that's rigged or not. We just got lucky, maybe. Scalding hot steam. I thought I was a gunner for sure. To be honest, I thought for a second there you were going to give that damned card a push. Wouldn't have surprised me, considering the company you keep. Shady bunch. But first impressions ain't for shit. as my grandma used to say. You have my gratitude. It's about all I've got to offer, unfortunately. Unfortunately, our character does not fit to this image that much. The default character did, though. As another survivor, you know the end of the world isn't as ugly as I had imagined it. Right, my purry little friend? Oh, there are some robots. Automatons. Oh no, you poor thing, you look better than exhausted. Could you treat my wounds, please? I'm so sorry, but there's not much I can do for you at the moment. I've run out of supplies. I can tell I'm not thinking straight, and you can see my hands are trembling. Clear signs of shock. I'm in no state to care for anyone. But there's a medical automaton. It's a bit banged up, but I'm sure it's better able to help you than I am. Did you see what happened? No, everything was perfectly normal. Then chaos started raining down on us, as if the very sky had split open. And with all my years of experience, I could do nothing to help those poor souls. No amount of training could prepare you or whatever this horror is. I turned down the volume a tiny little bit more. Might be a bit too loud. Okay. Continue. Eve, I must go now. Take care. So where's this automaton? Let's examine it. Environment skill check. While exploring the world, you can stumble upon objects or situations that will require a test of your character's abilities. A dice roll is used to check your skills against specific actions. However, a broken sword, a broken and worn out medical automaton. It's amazing if it still works. Let's examine it. This machine is almost not working. It can't do difficult tasks, but still works for easy things. It might help to get better. Use it for basic medical care. Okay, good. Let's use this. Find useful items in the environment. Search containers.
Vanished beyond an impenetrable barrier. Now everyone may enjoy a just untroubled world, free from magical.
This is really sad here. He looks a bit like an android. Or cyborg at least. Let's just take all. Look at these. The seal guys can't hold it. The New Arc City, cradle of new civilization, home of endless possibilities, temple of uncompromising progress. The New Arc City, this is probably where we are, right?
At first glance, it seems to be a passageway, but upon closer examination, you see that the entire framework is leaning heavily against the rock. A single misstep could lead to the collapse of multiple structures, along with tons of raw stone. Let's try and find a safer route.
Let's talk to these survivors. People in front of you are bent over and coughing hoarsely. The wisp of smoke here and there tells you some of their clothes are still smoldering. Once they are able to catch their breath, they look dazedly around at their surroundings. Pretty cool outfits. Out of the frying pan and into the fire. What happened here? No idea, but I'd bet my left arm it's something to do with the cursed war. Those damned mages keep on coming back, like roaches, and the technologists can't seem to finish them off. We reap what we sow. The years and years of spilled blood are now raining down on us. What caused the fire? Who knows? A lot of things in Harrington's lab can go boom. The fire spread like the Iron Plague. We fought hard to escape. Poor Bill. He wasn't quite quick enough. Well, we survived the fire, but now I feel like going back in would be a swifter road to the same end. Steve, take care. Can we not get past here? No, we can't. That's where we came from. We can't go through there, so let's check this out. Really a 3D environment. Need to use the mouse or QE to look around. Hello? Oh no, no! They turned. They all turned. Isn't that the same symbol like on my... Well, not quite. Skill check in dialogue. Some dialogues offer unique options related to your character's abilities. The dice roll is used to check your skills against specific actions. Hover over the skill check option in the dialogue to view your chance of success. Okay. That's really cool. There's like a manual included here. It's you, you sick bastard. You couldn't just let us live our lives, could you? Now everyone's dead thanks to you, Stephen, Mary, and even little Joe. You were such a bright lad. The least I can do in their memory is cut your throat so you can't harm anyone else. It wasn't my intention to hurt anyone. Go ahead and take me, see what it gets you. Let's say this one, we are nice. Shut your dirty mouth, you scum. I don't want to hear your feeble excuses. To your surprise, the man's eyes well with tears, and his shaking body tenses like a locomotive's leaf spring as he draws back his fist. But his jab is awkward and achingly slow. Isn't much of a fighter. Counter the attack. The person's tired. Now let's him hit us. You let him connect and roll with the punch. An hour from now you won't even be sore. Judging from the man's expression, the blow hurt him more than you. Despite his passionate, hate-fueled rant, he almost instantly loses his fighting spirit and collapses to his knees. He begins to weep unabashedly, like a child. I'm not made for this, all this violence, and to what end? Please just get away from me. I never want to see your stupid face again. The man is sobbing softly, muttering the names of his lost friends. There's no use talking to him. I like that the game kind of tells me that, you know, the dialogue options are exhausted. Treasure is so close, just within reach, but in the situation, what use is it? Look at that! It's gold! Guys, I don't think I can feel my legs. Oh my goodness. Hang in there, buddy. Yeah, we need to press on. Before you stands a structure that vaguely resembles a fire escape. Now in its final throes. Someone of considerable agility might be able to climb it as long as it stays vertical, although a misstep would likely lead to the most unfortunate end. Survival. 15% chance, let's not do that. But I mean, yeah, that's like a different paths here now.
Not every magic user was ready to accept defeat. In the desolated old world, repellent beasts and mages,
There's a kiddo.
weavers continued to fight amongst themselves. Some were even bold enough to launch raids against
Oh my goodness.
technologist outposts.
But we need to go, we can't help him, unfortunately. Whatever got to them wasn't here to eat, but to mutilate it. There's some loot. The pale person on the ground doesn't respond to his brother's calls. He's in dire straits. It seems his time's running out. Please help my little Timmy. He still has so many years ahead of him. Examine the wound. Let me take a look. Fractured bone is sticking out of the torn leg. It seems the bone has damaged the blood vessel because the blood is gushing out in quantities incompatible with life. The victim is in deep shock and ignores everything around him. I will try to stop the bleeding. We have a 35% chance. Let's try. Tear off a piece of cloth from your attire and try to apply a makeshift bandage around his leg. Didn't quite work, unfortunately. Unfortunately, your bandage isn't good enough. The blood continues escaping the confines of the body, and with it, the life leaves the man. He's not breathing anymore. No, no, you cannot just go like that. What about Mary? What about that little house you wanted so much? It's a really depressing game so far.
The vehicle's brakes are completely seized. Otherwise, it would have rolled on and crashed long ago. The ignition key is conspicuously absent. You must either search for the key or attempt to resolve the brake problem.
But how could we do that? Endurance. Push the car. 0% chance. I feel like the most useless character kind of ever. Steel bars, bolt, and some dollars. Okay, now we are on the other side of this. Okay, okay. Let's examine this again. Maybe there's a key. No. Okay. Steel bars. Check the brake cylinder. That's good. Okay, here we go. The corpse of a well-dressed man lies on a cold stone, but a bullet in the head for some reigning chaos is an opportunity. Search the corpse. Only a drug prescription for Jerome Glaster. All the money was taken.
Hideous, decaying iron statues of themselves.
Me, it all looks beautiful, almost peaceful. Poor woman. I'm so sorry, my dear. I can't. I just can't go with you. I'm so scared. Here's our loot, I presume. On a count of 3. Holy shit! 1, 2. Persuasion. Wait, there's still a chance we can get out of this. No more death, please. Our persuasion... Or maybe it's the best solution. Let's try to persuade them, but... Our persuasion ain't that great. And we massively failed here. Look who's here. One of the instigators of our little apocalypse. I hope you're enjoying the view. You worked so hard to bring it to pass. Watch us now. May it bring you joy. Let's go, darling. 1. Holy crap. Yeah, they're pretty much gone. Uh-oh.
The war didn't take place on our soil, but the aftermath reached us nonetheless. Previously unseen magical creatures began harrying our village time and again. The nearest technologist outpost, the fire shrapnel, extorted taxes from us in exchange for protection, but did nothing to actually protect us. What an elaborate account. But tell me, why are you not content with existing literature on this subject?
Personal diary, I'm not allowed to record my own thoughts and perhaps pass them down when I die. Because the histories have been twisted to support the current regime agenda. Not familiar with it, I'm afraid. Not much of a reader. What, where am I, and who are you?
Curious. But let us move on. Many of these entries are needlessly provocative. For example, every day I witness yet another family selling everything they own to move to this incredible new world. The newspapers haven't stopped shouting about it. Apparently, technological progress is booming, and daily drudgery is being steadily replaced by automation. They claim the people are overjoyed, but why do we never hear a word from them? I cannot shake the feeling that the world is falling apart on all sides and the powerful care not in the slightest, while we must smile and pretend to be happy. Audacious. Do you realize that this passage by itself justifies a quite harsh sentence?
But it's the truth, isn't it?
That was just the first entry. Every page is rife with distressing theories and questions. Do you not agree that notions such as these pose a real threat to the world?
No, not at all.
I see. You do realize everything that happened is entirely due to your ignorance and arrogance. Everyone who trusted you, believed in you, and every event that led us to this point, you don't even grasp the magnitude of your responsibility, do you?
Wait, this is all a misunderstanding.
Each one of these notes perfectly illustrates your insistence on meddling in matters which do not concern you. Let's read another one, shall we? Right here. Something weird is happening over there. I can feel it. Everyone's talking about folks going missing. And what of that deranged dwarf who's shouting about experiments? Even if a word of it is true, I shudder to think what's become of those people, of my people. Exploiting the common folks' superstition to undermine technological progress. What's next? Tales of impossible monsters and phenomena that challenge those laws of reality we worked so hard to establish. Utter nonsense. But however distasteful I find this, we must proceed. Here is some of the reasoning, if such a word even applies, behind your conclusions. Interesting.
Who the hell are you to stick your nose in my personal papers?
The human mind functions in curious ways. If a problem doesn't directly affect us, we tend to think ourselves immune. But as I see the Iron Plague continue to spread all around me, it feels like a noose tightening around my neck. Helen, my first love, died a few weeks ago. I don't know what to make of that. Her parents will not visit her grave. They're that afraid of getting infected. Uncle Victor hasn't spoken in over a week. His skin has turned to a flaky, oxidized crust, and his breathing is labored. I don't know how long he'll last. I hope for a miracle, but they seem increasingly rare these days. Even now, I can hear the metallic rattle of Aunt Hilda's joints. She keeps on smiling, even as the Iron Plague devours her without respite or mercy. All I can do is pray the disease doesn't take them all. If there's any chance to save them from this awful death, I'll take it, no matter the cost. They raised me, after all. I can't stand by and do nothing.
I had to at least do something. The judge sounds a bit like Gandalf.
Silence! Oh, what about this one? Right in the middle of the chaos you created. My journey has led to my meeting both magicians and technologists, and to question everything going on around me. Is it fair to mistreat someone just because they're different? Why couldn't we have found some resolution, some middle ground? If a different road had been taken, there wouldn't be any Iron Plague. Do you honestly think no one tried to prevent this bloodshed? The laws binding reality were our only hope to stop this cruel fate from destroying us all. How dare you challenge them?
And by what I said, war is evil.
And now we come to the proof that you're the one who started all this. That the whole debacle is your fault. The odds are not good, I know, but it still bothers me that there's been no word from any of the emigrants to the New World. So I've decided to risk it. They're not asking much in return, after all. Only the unwoven filament. The task should be no challenge for someone like me. There it is, in your own words. You're nothing but a thief.
Twisting it all around, that's not what I wrote.
Silence. These are your words. I smuggled the unwoven filament onto a ship heading for the New World to the Tatterhold seaport. There I will meet with Red Simon's contact.
Why is the lawbringer tricked us to create the barrier and push them behind it? So I think we are now kind of looking back. Okay. The voyage of the old world is finally over, and the relentless seasickness has at least second its grip. You inhale deeply and let the warm breeze fill your sense.
Your senses. The cries of gulls fill the air, alongside the chatter of folk on the bustling docks. Your heart quickens with anticipation as you take that first decisive step off the gangway. The new world awaits. But before you're free to embrace this new chapter in your life, there's the customs officer to deal with. A young man in an ill-fitting uniform presides, papers strewn before him on the wooden tabletop. With an air of long-practiced indifference, he begins to read from a crumpled form.
Good day to you, sir or madam. Let me be the first to welcome you to the New World. A place without poverty, hunger, or war. A place where everyone can achieve their dreams, etc., etc. You can become anyone you wish in the New World. A warrior, a magician, the president. Together we can make this the perfect home for everyone. A place where anything... Please, pass me your documents and join the line.
So basically, when I paused the recording, it actually crashed my OBS. Maybe because my computer is so old I couldn't handle it. But I edited it together, so no problem. It at least didn't, get deleted or anything. As he says, hand him your passport. What a load of bullshit. Can we get this over with already? Great, so I can give you orders when I become president. Look, I don't have time to wait. I don't see my luggage here. Where can I claim it?
You can pick up your personal belongings on the pier. Straight ahead, then take a left. We are happy to welcome another human to the new world. People like you adapt quickly and are always in demand for every type of work. You'll find lots of opportunity here. Please step forward for a customs check. We need to make sure you're not carrying anything illegal.
Let's do as he
Surface
says.
inspection indicates the new arrival is not a magical being, has no visible signs of corruption, and no evident symptoms of the Iron Plague. Nor do I observe any kind of smoke, magical glow, unusual light refraction, or other manifestations of illegal or unregistered magical artifact. Looks like we're done here. Head on through, and good luck in the new world. Don't break the law and don't join any magical terrorist organizations. Have a good day.
Wait, the giant is supposed to meet me here. Name of Mick Mortensen. Is there a meeting point near here?
I have no idea who Mick Mortensen is, but the meeting point is over there. You can ask around for him, I guess. Okay, take care.
There we go. Law-abiding citizen. It remains a mystery why the policeman himself cannot see the contrast between the alleged rights of the locals and the reality. The urge to laugh at what you have heard puts you in a playful mood. Your mockery increases by 5. Quest journal. Your current objective. Okay. Find Michael and our suitcase. Here we go. Game looks pretty damn good. The environment in particular. Task navigation. Track your current objectives on the minimap. Top right corner. That's good. You can press M as well. Wow. I mean, look at that. From the very beginning. Huge. Loot means it's free to take, right? Including a certificate. Another useless piece of paper. Soundtrack is very good as well. Could steal her luggage. Have you seen a giant? Goes by the name of Michael Mortensen. Let's try to steal. That check. Sleight of hand. And we pass. I would like to have a skill, statistics before I do it. I think there wasn't one. Maybe I could have activated it somehow. Basically, the suitcases are the loot. Look here, he's holding up a sign. That's so funny. Who needs mana when you have high caliber? Best rifles in Steampunk shop. Talk to this dude. Know where the waiting point is. Back off. Owen Warner, wanted dead or alive. Oh, some leather gloves. A generous amount of breadcrumbs are scattered on the pier and a fish is peeking out of the water. Reminds you of a cat hovering around a man cutting fish in his kitchen. Throw it some breadcrumbs. As you are about to throw a handful of breadcrumbs, the fish leaps out of the water and snatches the food from your hand in an exquisite pirouette. From athletics, try to catch the fish. Let's try that. Oh, we fail. Achievement unlocked. Not your day. Fail 3 skill checks in a row. Your budding friendship has come to an end. Okay, I can't loot everything now because we're closing in on the end. What did he shout? Michael Rosie, fight our ultimate champion. So much loot. keep looking for the giant. Objective area. Success. Specific area where your quest objectives are located, marked on the minimap. When you enter this area, a notification appears at the top of the screen and your compass begins to blink. Search the area carefully to find what you're looking for.
Feeling lucky, folks? Place your bets on Michael Mortensen. Odds are 5-1 against.
You're certain that fellow holding the Crimson Arrow sign just announced the very person you're supposed to meet on the docks?
Let's head there. Automatons don't need wages. Get low maintenance mechanical workers from the Eastern Syndicate. Test your agility and make money. Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the glorious new world. The grand and the vibrant, the unparalleled festive fair awaits you. My dear friends, this great nation was carved out of the very earth with the might of steam, the power of guns and the combustion of petrol. But remember, to truly conquer this land requires skill, precision and a keen eye. You have what it takes, traveler from a distant land. Care to put your mettle to the test? Then try your hand for just a few dollars, a mere pittance. Win big and take home $150. Come on now, don't be shy. Fine, hand me that firearm, let's try. Observation success. Sleight of hand. Self-tapping screw. That's something we cannot do. No, we can do actually. Let's do that first. But we don't have a self-tapping screw. But we can hit anyway. 49, it was 94, it was really close. Ladies and gentlemen, behold, we have a champion among us. It was a display of remarkable precision. Heartiest congratulations to you, esteemed sir. Step forward and claim your prize. $150 received inventory. You've collected some money from completing objectives. Check your balance in the inventory. Yeah, $196, not too bad. They give us health and accuracy, let's wear them. And we see them on the character model as well, that's good. There, rifle inside. There is. Take all. And there's one of those screw. We threw it away so they have less of a chance. Do we need ammunition for that? We do, yeah. I like how they do those cutscenes. This truly is a giant. Oh. That's funny.
Damn. That brawl was a real cracker. Up until your grand entrance, that is. My sniffer feels like a plate of mashed taters now. And I'm not loving it. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad you're here. But you could have chosen a less no-stumping moment, huh?
I'm really sorry it turned out like this. You'll survive. Hang on here. Why didn't you meet me at the pier? How did you recognize me?
Oh, I've spent so many hours staring at that photo of your charming mug. I could pick you out even if you were wearing a mask. All right. It seems we got off to a bit of a rocky start. Let's wipe the slate clean. Mr. Simon told me a little bit about you. Now it's time I introduce myself. Name's Michael Mortensen, but mostly folks call me Mick Rosie. I work for Mr. Simon, managing his business affairs now and then. And you?
Nice to meet you, Mick. My name is William Hardrock.
Well met indeed. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. In the new world, everyone's got a debt hanging over their head. Me, for example, I have to get you to Mr. Simon. But there's a snag. I took a beating, and now I owe Ernie. Ernie's the bloke with the purse and the trusty notebook. Don't take this the wrong way, Nick. Not holding a grudge or anything, but I got knocked out because of you. It's a bit of a tangled tale, but now it's you who's got a debt to settle with Ernie.
Oh.
We're not going anywhere until that's taken care of. You follow me?
Roger that. I just got off the ship and I'm short on cash. Where can I get $300? Persuasion. I get it, Michael, but 300 is a hefty sum and it's time is tight. Do you have any cash at all?
Enough talk. Time for
Oh.
action. Get your hands on that cash and we'll be on our way. You're in the port, buddy. To make a few dollars, you can try your luck with some portside gamblers. Indulge in a bit of pickpocketing. Or maybe just rummage through a few bags. The usual routine. If you're feeling adventurous and want to reel in a bigger catch, have a chat with Ernie and consider stepping into the ring with Grotware the Crusher. But I'll be straight with you. He's a tough nut to crack.
Yeah, let's actually do that. Simply because we can then maybe see a fight as well. Damn giant, I thought he'd win. Hey you, wanna go toe to toe with Grotware the Crusher? The winnings would be substantial if it was someone like you in the ring. I'd like to step into the ring and make some cash. Ladies and gents, it's fight time. Let the clash begin. Okay, what do I do now? Turn order. Rotate. Determined at the beginning of the battle. I think he will be first now because my initiative is crap. We're now in combat mode. Combat proceeds in rounds. That's good. During which every character gets a turn to perform their actions. I mean, we do have quite a good dodge. Block negates flat reduction, a portion of incoming damage. Dodge, chances of dodging an attack. This chance negates with accuracy of the attacker. Armor, protective layer preventing health loss, fully restored every turn. Well, we don't have any armor, really. That's maybe a mistake, even if it's because it's restored, you know. Primary points. Allowed to perform abilities that cost primary points. Abilities you can perform on your turn. Reaction abilities that you can perform when special condition is met. Secondary points. Allowed to perform abilities that cost secondary points. Movement points. We only have 5. I thought it was 8. Wait, it's at 5. 1 meter has 1 movement point. Oh, it's actually our turn first. And I accidentally ran. Let's go for a stunning blow. Oh no, Q and turn order. It's up here. Turn order for your teammates and enemies appears at the top of the screen. Opportunity attack. Attack when an enemy passes close by. Sprint. Punch. Status effects. Some combat abilities set a status on your enemies which will last for several rounds. Reaction points. Block. Blocks on 1 instance of incoming damage. Abilities. Each teammate has a unique set of abilities. Hover over an ability. Yeah, let's try to block. It's our turn again, actually. Maybe because it's a tutorial. Action points. During combat, you have a limited number of actions represented by primary points. Secondary points and move points. All characters restore their points each turn. Good. Okay, actually we had more primary points. That's good. Now we can still block. I moved. That was a bit stupid. Unity attack. How do I block? I think we need to end the turn. Street Fighter targeted William Hardrock with opportunity attack. Okay, now we can try to block. So we have enough points. Try to block. Nicely done. Okay, not so nicely done. The second attack hit us hard. 2 primary points. Now we can't block because of the cooldown. Can punch this dude. I like how he turns and gets into motion. We might actually win this. Nothing we can do with reaction points. Duck. Shoot. Shoots an enemy in the air, maybe with some sort of magic. And we dodged, finally. At the combat lock. Really cool. Okay, let's try to hit him. We used punch on him. We hit him with common damage for 11. 0 resisted and 0 stamina. Let's hit him again. Luckily we do have some health. We now need to finish him off, otherwise we are presumably screwed. Yeah, and that's it. Holy shit. Yeah, he's probably out of stamina. Is that stamina? The upper bar could be, right? Or is it the armor, maybe? Street Fighter targeted us. Okay, we can try to block again. Let's do it. And I think we did. He hits us once. And that means we can do the stunning blow. We can also do a normal punch. 7 plus 1d6. We need to hit him once more. Come on. There we go. Victory. Saving game. Cool. Autosave. Here you are. Yeah, your winnings. Continue. We got $200. We now have enough money. We also need to find our suitcase. But this brings me to an end. There's lots to explore in this game. We had a little fight towards the end as well. So I hope you enjoyed that video. And yeah, check out the game. It's available on Steam, Epic Games Store and GOG in early access. But it will also come to Xbox and Series X and S, and also PlayStation 5 once the game fully releases, probably end of 2025. I had a lot of fun. I really like the atmosphere. There's kind of like Victorian steampunk paired with magic. Also this interesting plot where we actually travel back in time, or at least tell our story as we meet our maker, kind of. So let me know what you think of the game in the comments. Also check out the video I did with the elven character. I don't think there will be too much of a difference. I tried to play a bit faster in the second video. Yeah, so until then, bye for now.